Let's continue with the stories. The Sunday Times, Cressida. Rishi wanted to bring back Dominic Cummings with his favourite swear word and what David Cameron did. The question is, what has Rishi got against pigs?
Well, I get that later.
I can't. I wish I could explain it, but...
I'll think about it.
It's
I'll look at it in the break. Revealed Rishi Sunak's secret talks to bring back Dominic Cummings. So in July, they had dinner together, and it's a bit like Rishi's gone and got himself a tutor, and he's cheating. He's gone for some, like, consultancy for Dominic Cummings and not told the other kids he's been revising. But obviously it's Rishi, so it hasn't worked out anyway. So they met... He travelled to North Yorkshire to see Sunak, and it says it was an audience hidden even from several members of the PM's inner circle. So this is very much making it a very secretive situation. Cummings told Sunak to ditch his cautious approach to the economy and hold an emergency budget reversing Johnson's tax rises. And he also he told him to double the threshold at which people pay the 40p. Rate of income tax. So it went from 50 to 100 grand. These are all the things that Cummings was encouraging, but at the time, Sunak wasn't into it.
Some of them have happened anyway, though. So, and there's rumour of more tax cuts. Probably too late. The idea that we're going to get some tax cuts in January, and if they do a May election, I wouldn't have felt it by then. Then again, I'm self-assessment. I don't feel a tax change for about 3 years.
Yeah, but they can tell you about it, can't they?
Yeah, but unless you feel it, unless you feel richer, will it make a difference, Nick?
I don't know. Although I do think Sunak should have gone with Cummings, because at least it would have been something, right? It's a strong direction, other than this vague thing of going head-to-head against Starmer that no one understands. And I don't know why it's come out now. Dominic Cummings said, I don't know why someone at number 10 has blabbed now, but then he made a statement explaining it. And Cummings would have done all the Cummings-type things. He'd have tried to revolutionise the civil service, put more into the NHS, tried to really reform it properly, sort out nuclear infrastructure, pandemic planning, all these things. And why not try it? I mean, he's got nothing to lose, Sunak. He obviously didn't go. He went down a very different road of Cameron and all this nonsense. Yeah. But he was probably too radical for him. Maybe he had to give him too many assurances afterwards. The basic premise was, I'll win you the election, then you have to do all this crazy Cummings stuff that I want, which would at least be interesting. And Sunak would have been a more plausible puppet for Cummings than Boris, which was always a sort of mismatch. And, you know, there was this idea that Cummings started immediately plotting to get rid of Boris because he wasn't a suitable kind of trump to his Bannon. So I think this would have worked because Sunak, as Cummings said, was hard-working, more sort of managerial, more of a kind of CEO. My understanding of Cummings' thing is it's more like being CEO of the country, and you get everything running efficiently, and you don't worry about whether it's left or right. You just do what needs to be done, sort immigration, you leave the ECHR, you sort the NHS, you sort infrastructure, bang, 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 and it's stuff like that. You know, because it's a sort of creaking, not mess, number 10. Like number 10 and number 11, he said, don't even show each other the same statistics on economics, things like that. They were like shielded from each other. So Cummings brought in something where it was totally transparent. Then when he left, they scrapped that. So those are the kind of things he wanted to do. And I think it would have been interesting. I think it's a missed opportunity. It would have been, at very least, interesting to see.
Yeah, but we might not have got the slow ban on smoking, which I'm sure will make a huge difference.
Reforms to A levels.
Oh, yeah.